What's up, guys? It's the Podcast Boys back with episode 135. Today, we're joined with Cheyenne.
Yours
He's
truly.
in front of the lens today,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to be a great episode.
Dude, your mic is
let's-
so, it's just dangling. That's probably good.
Yeah. So let's just go straight into story time. Colin will start us off with his story time for the
Great.
week.
Okay, this week we have begun football off-season training. So what this looks like is I've actually started to do powerlifting for the first time, and it's pretty tricky. I will say it's pretty tricky, and but it feels good to be involved in the team again, and excited to further my advancements with the powerlifting, and hopefully get gains. So that's my highlight of the week. We have returned to school this week. Last week you saw that was the last week of our winter break. Recapping on the year, how would the break? How would you guys consider that winter break? Was it good? Bad? Overall opinions? Let's hear it.
I'd say it's pretty good. Overall, got to snowboard and stuff, see family, but I felt like it was really short. I feel like
It
the
felt
break
very
went on
short, yeah.
very quickly. But I do it was a good break. I think I got what I wanted to done, and it was a nice break just from school overall. So I'd say it was a good break.
Overall, because of the weather, I don't think I did activity much for it to be as fun, but it was fun for me because I still enjoyed it, the time I had. I played video games with some old friends and went to the gym. I went to hangouts with Colin, and he showed me Star Wars for the first time, and it was very interesting.
Yeah, I agree with everything both of you said. I think it was very refreshing to have a break, and it just felt so short, bro. It's crazy. But yeah, can't wait for spring break, bro. But yeah, we'll go back to story time a little bit, and kind of just dragged us out of that. But I'll go give it to Justin because that's the highlight of my week.
Yeah, so I think the highlight of my week for sure, I got a facial. So basically, no, it's for your skin, for your face.
Okay,
So basically,
clip that.
yeah, don't clip that.
Clip
Well,
that.
I clip it, so I can cheat, but I fucking clip here. But
Okay, yeah.
basically, so for Christmas, I got this gift card thing, cause it's really good for your skin. I have some acne shit on my nose. It's really good for your skin. So basically, I went in, and it's overall it's really good experience. I recommend it to literally anyone, even if you don't have bad acne. It's just good for
What
your
if
skin.
you're not gay? You would still go.
Yeah, bro. Okay. First off, this shit was amazing, bro. No, this shit was awesome.
Flip that.
You go in, right?
Flip that.
And you go into this room, and the bed's heated, right? And you get it. No, hold up. The bed is warm, bro. It's nice. It's almost like a massage. So you get in, and then you just lie backwards, and then they put all the stuff on your face, and it feels. Bro, you're making this weird, bro. It's not weird. I literally dead ass. It's actually so good. So oh my god. So anyways, they put
Just keep going.
I feel like I'm digging myself in a hole,
Yeah,
bro.
you
This
are.
is what happened, bro. You guys are taking it. You're twisting it. So
Keep going. What was the color of what was on your face?
I don't know, bro. It's a dim room, bro. They dim the
It's a dim
lights.
room.
Okay.
It's a dim room.
Shit's relaxing. And then they put the stuff on your face, and then they do extractions, and then that's pretty much it. But honestly, it's pretty good. I'd like
No,
it.
go more.
I'm not going more, bro. You guys are laughing, bro. It's good.
What
How did it
extractions?
feel, bro?
Felt nice.
What was the extractions like?
So
What did
they
it feel
get
like?
pimples and blackheads and stuff. So they
Did
pinch your face.
what did it feel like? The extraction.
Just every popping a pimple or
Did it feel relieving?
it's poking. They just it hurts. They pinch your skin, but
The extraction of tearing the
no,
material
so
off
it's
your
yeah,
face?
you pop the pimple or the blackhead or whatever.
okay.
It's just
so
it's a sharp feeling. It's almost it's almost like a needle, almost it's a.
was your
sharp
face
prick.
more smooth when after you finished
Yeah,
it?
yeah, it was, and it felt
Okay.
it was really good. And they give you a massage too, so it's pretty sick.
I didn't even do anything. Okay, so when you got the facial, was it? When you got the facial, was it what was the feeling? Was it warm? Was
yeah,
it cold?
it was warm, and it was just nice. Yeah, do they have
And it's good for the
warm,
skin, right?
Yeah.
Is there protein? What is that?
I don't know. It just extracts all the gunk and stuff
Okay,
that
okay.
creates pimples. It's almost deep cleaning for your face. So you think of the I don't know. If you wash your clothes, you get the dry cleaner. You know,
Nice.
That's a shitty analogy, but it just basically just
You
like
don't know
cleans.
what the like solution was made out of. You didn't check the labels, nothing.
No,
like
it's like they're like they're like dermatologists.
okay, so they know what they're doing.
Yeah, they're like good. That's like their fucking job. So.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah.
Who'd you go with?
I went by myself, bro.
Nice.
Relaxing. It was nice.
Mm-hmm.
You should get one,
Why
bro.
weren't we invited?
Right?
Cause I had a gift card and I didn't want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I already booked it. You have to book it online.
Mhm.
It's nice seeing you.
Yeah. But you should definitely do it, bro.
Me and Shy will
Yeah.
go
Yeah,
get a
you
facial.
should.
I do. I get facials every Friday night, bro.
Actually, I could tell.
Yeah.
What?
Now move on. All right.
Uh,
So, my
your
story time?
story time.
So my highlight of the week, I mean, it was just school mainly. You know, finally got back to the field. You know, play some football. In brackets, soccer
Real
for you guys.
football.
No, not that. Yeah, real football for me. Soccer. It's not soccer. But yeah, it was so nice. It felt weird because I literally was so mad for not playing 2 weeks because fields were frozen. The weather was so cruel, and I hated not touching the ball for 2 weeks, bro. It was brutal for me.
Well, guess what? Well, how long did I go without touching the ball, bro?
What?
How long did I go without touching the ball?
Look, man, it's different for me, man. Ball's life, bro. Ball's life for me, and I finally got back to it. I gotta say my touches were a bit, not smooth, but
Not up to date.
yeah, but I got it after I warmed up. Got back to it. Dribbled past my teammates. Megged a couple. It was fun. And highlight of tonight, this afternoon actually, I watched my 5th episode of Star Wars. Loved it. Honestly, I'm terrified of liking it too much, bro. My bank account is gonna have a huge hit on it, bro. I'm gonna buy so many shit, so many.
What'd you think of Yoda?
What? Oh my god. Don't no that I dead ass have to show Justin, bro. That shit was too good. Bro, me and Colin flashback went that 5 seconds for
Mm-hmm.
2-3 times. Bro, we were dying laughing. It was just 5 minutes of the movie just laughing at that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's great so far. For the viewers, I don't know. I think I said this before behind the cam, but so far my favorite is Revenge of the Sith, Empire Strikes Back, Attack of the Clones, Millennium Falcon.
What?
No, what was
Phantom Menace?
What am I saying, bro? Phantom Menace, it's all name of birds, bro. That's why in my mind is. And then the last one is A New Hope. The thing is, it was the oldest one, and the lightsaber scenes were kind of garbage. They still are in the 80s movies. But what can you do, bro?
You'll see worse.
Yeah. When Yoda looks like a crackhead, bro, there's not much to expect, bro. Honestly, it was terrible in such a good way. But that's basically the
He said that's
highlight.
the average Vancouver East Hastings person.
Yeah, that's the average homeless guy in Vancouver,
That
bro.
color, the same
For
hair, the same
green,
size.
bro. Damn, bro.
You did
Violating
Yoda dirty.
Yoda like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally. But he still beat our ass as well, probably.
Yeah. He fucking lift you up and
Remember
shit.
he
Bro.
lifted the X-wing
Yeah, I was
so
like, bro.
effortlessly, but he did that with Count Dooku, though. Remember when he was
Oh
like,
yeah,
it's the same shit.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hated Count Dooku.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's your least favorite bad guy?
Least favorite
Mm-hmm.
so far?
Mm-hmm.
Palpatine.
That's,
Palpatine.
yeah, that's also
Palpatine,
my
bro.
least favorite.
Colin is there, from the first scene of him being in the movie, I knew he was a bad guy. From the hairline, how small his chin is, and the big ass nose. That's the literal definition of a bad guy. They all have that if they're old. Okay, I knew. I told them, I do not feel. You gotta remember this. I told you I do not feel good about this guy.
Yeah, you're like, I
And-
don't know if about
Yeah.
this guy.
And
that's what you're saying.
literally 20 seconds before it was revealed he was the guy, I was like, bro, this motherfucker is the
villain.
guy. Yeah, the villain.
The
bro.
guy that was
Yeah.
secretly with the hood. Yeah, you're like, oh, it's the same guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
20 seconds before. You're like, how did I not realize before?
Yeah, I was actually so bummed out because that was such an obvious thing for me. And when I found it out. And
yeah.
I'm with Colin on an opinion he shared with me of how stupid the plot of Anakin becoming Darth Vader went. He was right. The movie was good personally. He just doesn't like the movie either. But the plot of such a good series of movies, Star Wars being, but that single plot was absolute garbage. Absolute garbage. They could have done so much better, but they didn't. and that's just the whole downside of the movie. Otherwise, so many great memes coming out of it. Coming out of it, so many iconic scenes too. So I kind of actually that's like main reason that's my top so far. I really think the more modern the movies get, the higher my list will be. So yeah, that's my highlight.
I like the old ones better, but we're not done. We haven't had the sequels yet, the newer sequels. But I think I could say for Cheyenne, he's not gonna put it up there with his favorites. But
honestly, like for me personally, I'm also kind of a prequels guy. Like a lot of people shit on the prequels because like
I don't think they're bad except for that movie I don't like. But like people I think shit on it too much. I
like the prequels, and maybe I'm a little bit biased because like growing up we had like the CD set of the three prequels, so I'd always watch those ones, and I just like remember like I have like fond memories of those ones over like just like the original trilogy and then after. But honestly I like the prequels, and I'd say those are probably like it's like my favorite like set of Star Wars movies, I guess. But yeah.
All right, that's all your story time.
Yeah, not much of an interesting person, all that much.
All right. So I guess we'll hop into a bit of a Q&A here with Cheyenne. So I have one like question that I want to know, but I guess we can just figure some out when we ask them. But my question for you is, what's it like working behind the lens of
the podcast boys? Yeah.
You're kind of like our first, not like we've had Jackson, but like you're more like long term and like stick to it. So like, how would you say that experience is?
Well, first off, I'm proud to be a podcast boy, bro. Straight up. Love
it.
No.
Not exactly a member, more so like a
team member.
Yeah, team member,
team
right?
member for sure.
Yeah, exactly. That counts. That counts. And it's great. You know, I still have as much fun as the guests and these two have.
That's good.
It's great. You know, I actually get to do proper work and be useful. Well, recently, before that, I would just sit there. But yeah, it's a good time because normally like on Fridays it's not like I would sit at home and do homework. I would do like absolutely nothing. But now I get to hang out and have more use of my time towards something. So it's great. And yeah, if you think the camera work is good, it's because of me. Otherwise, it's still because of me. But it's great. It's great. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, so you and our past cameraman Jackson have had some beef here. So do you have a message for Jackson that you'd like to say?
Look.
About the camera op?
Yeah. Jackson, bro, if you're watching this, okay? I don't know where the beef's coming from. Like, I just heard that you said, like, fuck me and shit. Like, when they were like, I'm replacing you. Bro, personally, I would want to meet you and shit. I haven't properly. I just played a game against you in me and Colin's team. So, like, no beef from my side, fool. And,
But you just called him a fool.
Like, fool as in, like, as a, friendly term.
Okay. Watch yourself.
And, like, let's put the beef aside, bro. Okay? Don't be jealous.
All right.
Yeah.
Go on,
his words, not mine. All right.
No, I like meant that shit in the best way, like dead ass.
So. Okay. All right. Do I have a question? Yeah, so...
He asks questions all the time from me. It's like he drained now.
What do you find different, and what do you like better, and what do you like worse about how you were on last time? About a year ago, you were online. What do you like better? What do you like worse about being online as a guest compared to in person?
Well, of course, one of the things, like the most obvious one is that it's more real like this. Like I'm not gonna like shit on back when you were online, but like it feels
more proper.
Yeah, it feels just like gaming or something. You just like sit with your headsets behind the camera.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but right now it feels so much better. And one of the top thing is that I saw Justin's glow up, bro. Yeah, we were talking about that like last week. But yeah, that, and I get to like actually like be friends with him and be next to him or behind the camera. That's good. I know Colin more. Like Colin wasn't there when I was on last year, and it wasn't last. It was 2 years ago. Wow.
No, it was a year because we were in grade 10.
Yeah, it was 2021.
Yeah, but not 2 years yet. Like 2 years ago.
2 years. Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Well, like, yeah, better friends with both of them. It's more fun, and it's so much better. You know, I feel more connected.
Mhm.
And I had said some shit that I regretted then, but
Yeah.
I will
We had
try and
BL
not
on.
do it now. You know, I'm
Yeah,
not.
we had BL on to kind of sort
Yeah.
those things out. Yeah.
No, that was just his beef, bro. Like, I wasn't even like nothing. I mean, towards Bill, I didn't say anything bad. It was just. I assumed we were good friends at the time, which we weren't, but then we became good friends. And then yeah, shit happened, but still, no beef.
Some windows
from
were
my side.
broken, but we
Yeah.
move on.
Yeah, some windows, some hearts.
Did I try to let you in, bro?
What?
I tried to let you in.
It's fine, bro. I moved on. I
Yeah.
moved on. You know, we chilling. But basically, yeah, it's the difference that stands out.
Mhm. All right. Do you have a question?
No, I think I'm pretty much it.
So what's it like to be Iranian?
Uh,
You don't have to answer that. That was a joke, dude.
I mean, I could answer it. That's fine. Sure, I'll answer it. It's fine. I mean, it's not like I'm racist towards my own race or anything, but it's unique. Not like in Canada, of course. That's not unique at all, but it is unique to be different and come from a different background. Like, I know so many Persians here that weren't in the culture at all. Well, obviously, because they came here when they were young, or they were born here and there's no the language and all that. But I would say that, considering my life goals, I would have rather like be born here and grew up with the same opportunities here because I didn't have it back in Iran. But it also, like, the different lifestyle and culture taught me so much that I know I'm a better person with. So it's much of a hard choice for me to see which one's better. But that's how I like to be Persian in Canada, at least.
Cool. All right. No more questions.
So, I'm gonna start us off with the first one, which is the NBA All-Star vote.
Yeah.
So the vote, I think, is live now, and then the actual NBA All-Star event happens from February 17th to the 19th, and it's in Salt Lake City. So basically, the votes are open. One of my friends in my French class was like, "Yo, votes are open. You can vote now." So that's how I remembered it. But yeah, All-Star. I'm looking forward to it. And the voting is pretty interesting. There's lots of guys. There's some, I don't know, guys that you wouldn't expect to be on the voting list. So here you can vote for the West, and then you can vote for the East. So let's click on the West. So we got Luka Doncic here, Shea,
First up.
Ja Morant, Stephen Curry,
Luka was on
Booker,
overtime.
Lillard,
I
De'Aaron
saw.
Fox. So out of all these guys, I'm gonna vote for all my fantasy guys because basically my
Yeah.
whole lineup's here. We got Shea. Of course, honestly, I'll probably vote, do the whole voting thing. Shea's been insane this year. He's been really good for fantasy too. He's got 50 fantasy points. He averages, look at his average, 30 points, 5 assists, 4
That's great.
rebounds. Insane. And he's still really young, into the league. I think he's only a couple years in. Ja Morant, one of my favorite players again, and he's doing great this season too. De'Aaron Fox. This guy, honestly, De'Aaron Fox, kind of like a sleeper. Before this season, even last season, he had some really good point nights. But he's very consistent this season, and he's actually, I watched a couple Sacramento games, and he's just been going nuts.
Sacramento, the Kings are doing quite well, actually.
Yeah, they're good, and him and Sabonis together, I don't know, Sacramento's kind of a good team. They're kind of on their way up, I feel. So they're really fun to watch. Probably
Normally
my
they're
favorite team to watch now. Yeah, they were pretty bad for a while. And then we got Jalen Green. He's also here. So it's cool to see all the guys on my fantasy, the guys that I'm looking at their stats and I'm watching their games, and for them to be on
they
here.
got I'm surprised the Nuggets are number 1 right now in the East or the West.
Jokic
Dude,
is so
that's one guy
dominant.
though. Who
Yeah,
else do
I
they
guess.
have? It's crazy.
I find it funny that Kevin Huerter is here because he's pretty good. He's white boy can shoot. You know what I mean? He's actually good. He's got some good range and he's got some good handles too. But to me, I don't find him that stand up. But again, this is just who you can vote for.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Giddey though, him and Shea together in OKC are a really good duo. So I actually like them together. And I think he could get voted for too. Then there's just Malik Beasley. I think Raph has him on his fantasy team. Russell Westbrook. I don't know. Malik Monk, he's really good too. He's playing for Sacramento. yeah, there's a long list. You can literally vote for, I think, anyone. But yeah, these are just some of the favorites. Austin Reeves too on the Lakers. He's been playing pretty good too recently, and he's had a couple like big point nights. So yeah, that's it in terms of the West. But I think we'll go to.
Yeah,
the
I saw
East.
Doncic on overtime, bro, and he 1v1. What's that guy's name?
Oh, I saw it too.
Yeah.
Cody or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and then so now in the East, Joel Embiid, Giannis, Jason Tatum, Kevin Durant.
Siakam, Spicy P, baby.
Spicy P's up here. Jason Tatum, he's on my fantasy. Again, I'm biased towards all my fantasy guys, but like I like to see them do well because I'm getting points from it. But Jason Tatum as well, crazy season. Kevin, like KD, always is consistent.
Yeah.
I to be honest,
No matter where he's at.
Yeah, like no matter what, he's such a good player. But to be honest, I never really liked KD that much just because he's so dominant and he's not like that fun to watch. He's almost like robotic. And
True.
bro, his hygiene's whack. Like have you seen
Really?
the picture? Yeah, have you seen the picture of KD's ankle? Like there's like his sock and then his leg sleeve and there's like a bit of his skin showing. It's all like crackly and stuff. And then his hairline's like he's like balding on the top. It's really bad, but yeah, Julius Randle, he's been playing really good.
Spicy P,
Spicy P, of course. Gotta represent. Kelly Oubre, fan favorite for all the ladies out there. Yeah, just some other guys. Scotty Barnes, there you go.
Young player of the year right there.
Yeah. Gordon Hayward, consistent. I wouldn't vote for him per se, but he's pretty good. But yeah, Bol, I don't know. There's a Bol poster the other night. He like went up and he's so tall, right? His reach is insane.
Isn't he the tallest player in the league right now?
I think he is. Him or probably Taco, but he went in and he like went baseline and he jumped above the guy and like it was so funny.
Like put it down, did he?
Yeah, he like almost threw it down.
I think I've seen that video.
He's so tall, right? Like the guy tried to block him and like his arm is like double his length. Like he went like this, the guy went to block him and he just kept going up and like right over his arm. There's also a video of him shooting a three, which I found so funny because he's a big guy, right? But he goes in, he shoots the three over the guy's like hand. Like you literally cannot contest Bol, bro. He's too big. But yeah, he's not all-star level yet, but he's good. Like he's fun to watch and he's one of those franchise players you want because that like those will sell seats, right? Then you have guys like Chris Middleton.
You can say the same with like Doncic though.
Yeah, but Doncic is like better. Like Bol, right? Like look at his stats here. You got like 12 points, 0.9 assists. And then you have Doncic breaking records for 60-point nights. But yeah, I mean, this is just I just kind of want to touch on this because I think this is pretty cool. And yeah, I'll be looking forward to
do you want to share who you're voting for if you are voting? Yeah,
so I think from the West, we'll go back to it. I'm more of West. Like Luka. You kind of have to vote for him. I'd say like Luka, like all these guys in the top here who are leading in points, like make a good, like I don't know, it just makes sense to go off these. But definitely voting for Shea. Ja, I would vote for. Luka and Steph, like again, so good. You kind of have to. Devin Booker. To be honest, I'm not much of a D-Book fan. Like I think he's good, but I don't know. Going over the list, there's some like guys that I think would be good in here. But again, it's like who do you think's more deserving of a vote? So I don't know. But I think if someone's had an incredible season compared to someone that always gets the All-Star, like I think it makes sense to like vote for that guy who's having a good season.
Dude, but D-Book's been so unlucky with All-Stars. Mm-hmm. Like last time he was injured, so he wasn't at the All-Star game. Yeah. Last time he wasn't picked for some reason. Yeah. And like you gotta understand, like D-Book came up so quickly. Like he's been in the league like a good amount of years, like since 2015, 2016. And I was like not cheering for D-Book, but I saw like videos online about him, and I was like, bro, like he's good as fuck. Like how come he's not as popular as he is? He only got really popular in like 2020. Yeah. Or even like during the playoff run. Though, too, so I'm not a Suns fan. No, I like the Suns, but I'm a Raptors fan. Like I like the Suns because of like what Steve Nash did there. Yeah. And like I just like D-Book. Mm-hmm. I'm not like a Suns fan. Like I didn't really start watching the NBA until like probably around 2019. I didn't really cheer for like any NBA team. Yeah. But then I saw Raptors going as far as they would, and then all of Canada was backing Raptors up. Yeah. So that's when I, like, if someone asked me in, like, 2018, 2017, who's your favorite NBA player? Team. I would say Raptors because it's the only Canadian team.
Yeah.
But I only started watching them and actually following up today with like what they're doing until they like made and had that playoff run, and then from there on out, I was kind of more like into it because I really realized and put into a big picture of like how much they actually represent Canada in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say I'm a Raptors fan.
Yeah, I think that run really like ignited like basketball in Canada, not just like just like viewing, watching, and overall like engagement. Like for sure there was like NBA fans in Canada, but I feel like especially for our generation, like younger kids growing up watching that, like I remember we used to play basketball every day, and like because of that, like it was just like it was so much like I don't know, hype around it, and again, it was meaningful, right? People are out on the court, and like they're watching these guys, and they're like, oh, I go to practice, I could be like them, right? And like it's just more personal when it's someone from your own country, right? Like being Canadian supporting like a American team is like there's just kind of a disconnect because obviously they're not like your home team. You can't really go watch them unless you buy a plane ticket, right? And it just
when I was in Toronto watching the game, like when everyone got kicked out, evacuated, they were like interviewing people there, like, and they're all saying like, I came from like Nova Scotia, I came from wherever, and that just goes to show it's all like Canadians backing them up. That game, there's thousands of people all from all over the country there.
Yeah.
So, I don't know why that game specifically. Maybe it was spring break. Maybe that had something to do with it, but
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so that kind of concludes our all-star talk.
Okay, so this week, we forgot to mention, so Jackson Gen X won Guest of the Year for 2022. A decent amount of voter turnouts. And if you don't follow us on Instagram, you wouldn't have seen it. We have interactive stuff on there. So basically did a poll, who's your favorite Guest of the Year of 2022, and all the contestants on there. And ultimately, Jackson Gen X won. And then we had 3 people tie. So we had Zach Sharp, Ayumu Kojima, and Jackson Gen X tie. So then we ran it again with just those 3, and then Jackson came up on top. Ayumu and Zach, in terms of episode, like not considering guests, like that was probably up there with my favorite episodes. I can't say for the same for Jackson. Jackson was kind of, it was an okay episode. I won't complain, but like I feel like it could have been better, made more of the time. But congrats to Jackson. Hopefully we'll see you here with your prize, which we'll present on camera. He already knows what he's getting. I don't know if he told you, but I showed him. So congrats, Jackson, and we'll see you hopefully soon in this chair. And maybe behind the lens is Cheyenne. That was such bad English. Maybe Cheyenne behind the lens.
Yoda English, bro.
Really, yeah. I guess while I'm talking, I'll bring up my topic as well. Copper drop. We got, better mute that. Okay, Copper drop. This is Nike rain jacket or windbreaker. I don't know. It's a Nike jacket. I like this color combo. It's like a red orangey type of thing. That looks quite comfortable. Yeah. That's why I'm thinking it's a windbreaker as opposed to a rain jacket. I don't think it's like a proper material. True. Yeah, it's definitely windbreaker. I'm looking at it now. Looks quite comfy inside. I'm going to have to say Cop. What are we thinking here?
Yes, sir.
I'd say drop on this one just because normally like for rain jackets, especially in Vancouver, like you have to wear a rain jacket like all the time. So I normally go just like black or like just like
this is a windbreaker.
Windbreaker. Like I'd use it as kind of like a rain jacket. You know what I mean? Like a light under like a over top a hoodie or something. You know. So for me personally, like I just say drop just because I don't know. I'm more like, especially with like jackets, I feel like I'm more like selective on color and stuff just because like I only have like one or two, you know what I mean, like maybe so I'm gonna
I'm gonna go with drop, and it's weird because I really like this style of Nike, and like many pieces of clothes, I'm wearing one right now. It's just it fits me.
That's Air Jordan.
Yeah, it's from Nike though. It's made in the same style, and like it fits me well, and I like it. But the color, like as much as I love red, that combination will not suit me at all. And I'm not gonna lie, I have strong feelings that's like above like $150.
Oh, definitely.
Like so, like
I wouldn't buy it
yeah.
price-wise.
But yeah, that's a drop for me, surprisingly.
All right. That is
Okay.
all of my topics.
Yeah. All right. So on to some topics here. We got the World Juniors that just happened. Canada got the gold medal. So I just kind of want to recap some of the games. So, yeah, Canada won in overtime against Czechia. OT
Czechia?
winner. Yeah. So Czechia basically, it's like Czech Republic, and it was a mix of some other country. And they basically blended them together. So instead of being Czech, they just became Czechia, which is really weird. But
Haven't heard that.
yeah, they ended up playing Canada for the gold medal, and Canada came out on top.
Oh, is it Czech and Slovakia? Or Slovenia?
Probably something like that.
That's not anymore. It's just the Republic of Czech.
Yeah. But anyways, so Canada came out on top with the gold medal in overtime. Gunther scored an it was like
Gunther.
it's like cross crease backdoor tap in, but again, pretty good goal, and it's the golden goal, man. Got Canada the gold. So it was really fun to watch the juniors. It's like I feel like there's sort of like a small following around it in my area, at least. Like in school, me and my friends were talking about it, but like it's not as big as per se like NHL, like Stanley Cup, right? Like I feel like it's less known to like non-hockey fans, because even if you're a non-hockey fan, you'll turn on the Stanley Cup if it's on, or like, you know, I know
Not
some
Cheyenne.
people like that, or they put on even like I'll put
Yeah.
on like the Super Bowl, even though I don't watch
Yeah.
football that often, right?
Yeah,
Like kind of the same
Can't
thing.
relate.
But even with
Yeah.
juniors, I feel like people aren't like paying as close attention to juniors as they are like other like NHL per se.
Yeah.
So, but honestly, I really like watching juniors because first off, the guys are younger, so you kind of get to see the top prospects.
Mm-hmm.
The guys playing with like a lot of tenacity and energy, right? Like they're trying to show the world like what they are, and they're on this big stage playing for the country, and they kind of have this like national like pride. And so I like love watching juniors just because of those three things. And Connor Bedard for Canada was insane. From our area, from Vancouver.
Yeah, and the tournament went by
Um,
so fast, I feel like, as well.
Yeah, I mean, and just like overall, great tournament, and I really enjoyed watching it. There was some really close moments with Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't score for a little bit in the game against who did they play? They just couldn't, like, they literally could not get one on the net.
Dude,
but
they
they had some-
destroyed U.S.
Yeah, they had 6-2, but they did have some close chances along the way. Even this last game against Czechia was
Yeah.
pretty close. I mean, it went into overtime. They were up
Mm-hmm.
2-0, and then they just blew the lead last couple minutes. But
Mhm.
I mean, they ended up fighting back and getting that gold. So again, it's really cool, especially being Canadian. You know, you feel a little bit of pride
Yep.
for your nation. And like, I went to my soccer practice. Pretty funny. My coach was like, "Good on the junior boys, like get in the win." And you almost feel like, I don't know, yeah, just like sort of pride for your country. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, so that's kind of like my topic on World Juniors.
I have big respect for hockey. Honestly, like I know I wouldn't be played, and I don't follow it for the reason it's just too hard for me. But honestly, I would say it would be the hardest sport for me personally to play it. Like generally, I would call it the hardest sport because I cannot ice skate for shit. I've tried it multiple times, and I fell on my ass 20 times each night that I've been.
Yeah.
And like I cannot imagine handling a stick with a puck while getting rammed on by like I don't know, like 10 guys.
Not exactly
Clip
what
it,
happens.
clip it.
You know, but it's too tough with the focus of like probably out on like heavy padding and helmets and everything, and it's just so much focus, so much physical strength, and so much little skills that you need for it to be happen. Like I'm not saying like other sports don't need it, but personally I feel like at the basic level of skills it is much harder than anything, you know. Like for example, American football, like catching and running, and I guess throwing would be the hardest one, but you know it's a basic thing everybody can do. Or my football, soccer, you know, I'm not gonna shut on it at all. Like it's not just kicking a ball, but like that's like the definition of the sport. And you can say like basketball, just throwing a ball into a hoop. Like of course it's not just that as a sport.
Not that easy.
Of course not. But even on a basic level of explanation for each sport, hockey still stands out on the level of
Just slap
difficulty.
the puck in the net.
Yeah, while ice skating, like honestly, like I personally believe that. So as much as I don't follow it, I do have very big respect. And I've been to a hockey match here in before I go to a soccer match in Canada, which was really good. It was, the Canucks came from a losing streak when I went there. I took credit for that with my friends. So
Because you were there.
yeah, just because I was there, it was a great game.
What happened with the subway after, though?
Oh. Move on, bro. Move on. Accidents, bro. Accidents follow me everywhere I go.
Yeah.
Accident
That's
prone.
my defense in court probably one day. Yeah.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully Shannon doesn't get to court. But
Yeah.
if he does go to court, we hope he wins. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Better call Saul.
for sure. For me, like hockey, I'm like obviously I grew up playing soccer, and my dad wanted me to play hockey, but I just couldn't skate. Even when I was young, I just hated skating. And so I ended up never playing hockey, and I played soccer, and I just fell in love with it right away, and that was just like my sport. So, but the thing is, for me, hockey is one of the most like fun sports to watch.
Yeah.
Because there's so much action. It's back and forth
For
the
me,
whole
it's
way.
my favorite.
Yeah,
to watch.
and it's just like also we have a team, so I guess we kind of have a connection to our, local team. But I think that just hockey is like such a fun sport to watch. First off, because of like overtime, power play, just like some of the rules like that, which you really don't get in any other sport, like the
Yeah.
same kind of effect. And I think like even the scoring is like it's at a really good amount. Like soccer again, you can get like 0-0, you can get like 2-2, like pretty low scores. Hockey's the same. You'll get like some lower scores. But then you can have nights like that, like Canada 6-2, right? Like in a semi, like final, like there's just big point nights some nights, and other nights it's just casual, like 1-2, 2-1, 0-0, like overtime or shootouts. And so yeah, and I also like grew up watching hockey, like everyone in Canada pretty much, big hockey nation. So yeah, honestly, hockey I'd say is probably up there with like my favorite sport to watch. So
Oh, it's my favorite usually
Yeah.
to watch. Yeah.
Yeah, I played NHL on like
for
21.
first time.
Yeah, and so no, before that, like the same night that I went to watch the Canucks game, we played before we leave, and I thought that like the fighting thing that happens in the game was
Was
like an
fake.
actual like I thought it was like an actual like time, like if it happens like I thought it was just a thing in the game that like refs just let it happen. It's just like a play or something. Like I don't know what I thought. Like now it's stupid when I think about it, but
Did they
Yeah.
fight in the Canucks game you watched?
oh no, they
Okay,
didn't.
okay.
They didn't.
Mm.
But
So do you like Chell?
it was. I mean, it's fine. Like I would say I learned it.
I don't remember who
easiest. It's
won
just-
last weekend.
No, we didn't finish it because we had to
Oh,
leave.
yeah, true. Was it?
Yeah.
It was tied though, right?
Well, yeah, it was tight.
Mhm.
It was tight.
would you say you're more Chell or FIFA guy?
Bro.
FIFA, bro. What the
FIFA,
fuck?
okay.
Yeah. Straight up.
Honestly, I used to play FIFA like a lot, and then my friends are all hockey players, and whenever they come to my house, I have Xbox and I have Game Pass, so I got like, yo, get Chell, like we're not playing FIFA, and so we play Chell like literally like they come to my house at lunch because I live super close to my school. We walk up and we play Chell, and literally play Chell like every day at like lunch, like after school, and I've actually gotten like pretty good. Like Chell is like honestly, in my opinion, more fun than FIFA just because there's so many like moves and skills. But the best mode by far is in 21. I think it's in 9. It's like in 20 as well. But it's the ones mode in FIFA 21. I think it's in 19 too. But it's just like 1v1v1, or like you can just be like one guy and then it's versus two other like CPUs. But you basically can pick from like a list of guys. So you get like you could be like Ovi, Peter Forsberg, Gordie Howe, Sidney Crosby. Like there's just a big list of guys. And basically it's just one-on-one, and then there's just a goalie, and you basically can do like your best moves pretty much and try to like score on the goalie. But it's actually like, it's like
Dude,
a
I
fun
beat
mode.
you in Chell last time we played.
I know, we gotta run a rematch, Podcast Boys rematch, and
Mhm.
we'll put like a wager on it or
yeah,
something.
and then we'll have like a clip. Like this week, I beat Justin again, and then it's like, oh my gosh, like Justin, like, yeah. I mean, you would win, so I don't know if I'd want to wager because you play like sounds often. I don't play often anymore. I would play like almost every night, Chell 20.
Mhm.
But yeah. What's your favorite EA game? Would it be Chell then? You said Chell. You said
FIFA
Yeah.
15.
FIFA, and then I'll say FIFA just because of the amount of time that I've spent on it. Like,
Of course.
yeah, but like Chell's pretty close in second. I would say 2K, but like I'm not that great at 2K, so I wouldn't put it up there. Yeah, UFC, I played a lot of UFC, but it's pretty hard. Because, like, if you want to know every fucking move, you got to memorize that shit. And if you don't memorize it, you're not going to be good. Like, I have UFC 4.
Any
and,
combat, any combat game, like, ever.
I feel like that's even kind of the same, though, for, like, any of the sports games, like, even, like, FIFA, chill, you see, like, you kind of have to know, like, the move, or, like, you have to figure out, like, what each thing does. And, like,
but not as much.
Yeah, no, for sure. But, and I think also, we all kind of grew up playing FIFA, so it makes the most sense to, like, okay, passes it, shoots it, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You understand that?
Yeah.
But I also find really interesting in, like, Chell, FIFA, all this, like, Chell, I know there's, like, Skill Stick, NHL 94, there's, like, a bunch of different, like, controls.
Yeah.
And, like, people are so, like, particular about, like, oh, this one's better.
I'm thinking of someone specific.
Yeah, I play Skill Stick, which is, like, you shoot with the stick, like, the right stick up or whatever.
Yeah. That's just harder.
But that's, like, the one that I learned. I think I used to be, like, 94. I used to be, like, B with shoot. But having a flick is so much easier because you can do, like, toe drags with the thing.
Yeah.
And it's, like, quicker. But
more advanced, yeah. With UFC, remember we were playing UFC, Justin, and, like, I did, like, a reverse roundhouse kick to the chin, and your guy just dropped, like, a sack of potatoes, bro.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Like, when we were playing UFC, like, I have no idea how to play it. So I'm just, like, spamming random buttons and, like, seeing if he does anything cool. Like, but some of the moves are, like, pretty funny. But, like, yeah, if you actually got to learn UFC and, like, even just, like, any of these other, like, EA, like, sports games, like, I don't think I've ever really played Madden at all. Like, if I, like, understood how to play them, I think every game can be fun.
Yeah, of
But
course.
just out of the ones I have played, Chell is probably my favorite.
You played Madden at my house once.
And I remember, like, you just, like, choose, like, the routes and stuff.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. I don't really see the appeal to Madden.
yeah.
But I think you can also play golf. There's also, like, golf.
Yeah, PGA Tour.
Yeah.
That's one.
Yeah,
Haven't done that. I think I played the show once.
MLB The Show. Is
Wasn't
that one
it?
good? I've never played it.
I don't remember. I can't really say.
Yeah.
Bro, screw all that. Just Dance, bro. Just Dance.
Just Dance,
Best
yeah.
game.
On the Wii, bro.
I know, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, be moving that shit better than Shakira, bro. Straight up. Her hips don't lie, mine do. Straight up.
All right. Yeah, so I'm just going to get on this topic here quickly. Shane Wright, as we were talking earlier about the World Juniors. So Shane Wright, he just won. They just won gold, right? And he's the captain for the juniors. And instead of going back to Seattle Kraken, he's signing down. They pushed him down to the OHL for the Kingston Frontenacs. So I feel pretty bad for him, to be honest, because, like, imagine you just come off a big win. I mean, he's still pretty young. I think he's 19. Like, he's still a young guy. But having success, like, finding success, and then getting pushed down off your actual club team
Weird.
is kind of tough. I mean, especially, it's like, for Cheyenne here, I'll give him a little, like, analogy, but it's like Messi, or it's like any of these guys coming off a, like, World Cup win, and then you get pushed down, like, again, or, like, you get, like, moved or something.
Without wanting to.
Yeah.
It's like
and
the
it's like,
Division 1 or something.
Sure.
yeah, so it's just, like, kind of sucks for him, but they just said, I mean, he's still young, so he has a lot of time to, like, mature and develop as a player, but the thing is, their, like, lineup's really big, and there's a bunch of other guys that need their chance, and, like, the chances that he did have, he didn't do that well in.
Did he sign to the Kraken right away, or did he come off of that phase where they all had to give one player away?
I don't know. I think he got drafted. I'm pretty sure,
probably, because if
so
he's
young.
19, there's no way he was traded from, like, a team.
So yeah, I think he came in with the Kraken, but the thing is, like, he's still so young, and the squad's so deep and, like, big that they had to kind of, like, give him up. You know what I mean? They just wanted to keep developing as a player, because a lot of the time they'll sign these guys and they'll just kind of be sitting in, like, the training camps, right? They won't be, like, a part
And
of
what's
the
the
team.
point
They
of
won't
that?
push him up, right? I know, and again, it's like, it's kind of unfair to him because he's so good, right? And so they moved him down. He was playing, I think, in the OHL, or he played in some other league before, and they moved him down for, like, a couple games. Maybe, I think it was, like, a 5-game stint, they called it, and he scored, like, 4 goals. Like, he's good, right? He's a high-quality player, and he will play in the NHL, but I think it's just a matter of timing, and at this time right now, it doesn't make sense.
Not prepared for NFL almost, or not?
Yeah, or just, like, there's other guys that can do better in his spot right now, but I think give him a couple years, give him some extra training, give him another chance, then I think he can do well. But I think just the timing of it is really shitty just because he came off of a win for Canada, right? Like, for juniors, and he's the captain.
Who's the youngest player on the juniors Canadian team, do you know?
I think it's Bedard, probably. Because
18?
Bedard's he's 17, Bedard's 17. which is crazy. So yeah, it's insane, and he's from here. Yeah, the juniors is overall just crazy, and the fact that Bedard at so young is like breaking records is like insane to me. He's literally a year older than us, but like
Wow.
he's not I don't know. Anyways,
He's 04.
yeah, he's a bit older, but yeah,
Yeah, not to sound jealous or anything, but whenever you see like we're at the age where like we see players like young talents so close to our age, even younger, like getting into like the top. Like I remember like a couple of months back, this 15-year-old subbed in for Arsenal in
Yeah.
the Premier League and it was the youngest ever Premier
He
League
had
player.
school the next day.
Yeah, at 15, bro. Like
Yeah.
that night I could not sleep. I rethought my whole like path into even playing. Like I
What?
was so sad. Like
Yeah.
you know, it sounds jealous because I was. You know, like no matter how hard you try, like bro got there at 15. You know, like the scouts must be going into like they be signing kids like while the mom's in pregnancy at this point. Like I swear, like this shit's not gonna give us a chance even if we try. Like that's what I like. That's what the realistic side is, I believe.
yeah.
But again, you never know till you try. So, what was that quote Yoda said? I forgot it. Famous quote. Like, I was like, do it, not do it. No, that was Master Uguay.
Oh,
Do or do not. There's no try.
Yeah, that one. But yeah, that's so true. You know. But it's jealousy. But you know, props to them. You know, they did
Yeah.
their job and they did it well.
Yeah.
true.
No, what's funny too is that you mentioned that up is like I kind of feel it too. Like you see a guy literally like a year older than us, and he's getting like sponsorship deals. He's like the top player in Canada basically, and like yeah, this guy's carrying Canada, blah blah. And then you look at yourself, and you're like, bro, like what the hell? This guy's like literally a couple years older than us. He's from where we live. Like that's what I like find weird is it's like we can literally get directly compared to him. He's pretty much like a year older. He's from where we grew up. And it's like, and he's doing this. Like, it's like, it means you can do it, right? Like, it's
Yeah.
almost like, I don't know.
Of course.
Yeah, they be carrying the whole nation on their back in a world champion tournament, and we be carrying the chips to our room to eat while watching movies, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
It's
There's
kinda
value
like,
to both, though.
Yeah, no,
Right,
sure,
right.
But
gotta have the
just
fat
how
in
you
them.
see it. But yeah, it is, like, it's also motivating, I'd say, because you look at these guys and you go, look what they're doing, and like,
Yeah, but it's also kind of too late, cause
well, yeah, but I'm not talking sports, just like whatever you want to do, though. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
It's also
you
like
can still take it
motivating.
as motivation.
You can still
yeah.
Even like
accomplish
gym
stuff.
motivation, bro. Like fuck Conor Bedard's like fucking like
Fuck it,
make her
bro.
up a
Like,
fucking
bro, I'm gonna
Conor
go
Bedard.
punch that fool, bro.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, load the
Mhm.
bar up, bro.
Mhm.
Load it up.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right. I think I got one more topic here. Again on the sports news, this is pretty sad, but Damar Hamlin was playing a game for the Buffalo Bills, and it was against the Cincinnati Bengals. And basically, what happened is he got hit in the heart, and then he suffered cardiac arrest and fell over on live TV, and then he was taken off, stretchered immediately, and the game was postponed. The game got like
Damn.
canceled, and Damar Hamlin went into like he died, like he was pronounced dead, and they had to like resuscitate him,
oh.
or they did I think the shock. Well, I don't know what you call it, but they did that. And yeah, he had to go. I think he had to get surgery. It was really it's really serious. So I'll kind of explain what happened. So basically, he got hit. Like he was making a block, and the guy like hit the helmet like right on his heart on the left side. And basically, your heart goes through like a cycle, which is like low up, dub. So it'll go up, down, up, down, up, down. And basically, if it gets hit at the exact moment that it goes up, like right when it reaches the peak, what can happen if you hit the heart hard enough at that specific timing, it can cause the heart to like turn off basically. And
You know how
blood-
hard you have to fucking hit it?
Yeah.
The fact that they need to use the electric shock to bring the heart back, and then you got like Jamar Chase or whoever it was on the Bengals just,
Yeah.
and I'm surprised he didn't get a concussion either if he went head first into his chest.
Yeah.
And this guy's trying to get me to play that sport, bro.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, this is a good story for Cheyenne. He's
Well,
like trying to like get
yeah.
into football.
Is Damar Hamlin a receiver?
I don't know. I honestly don't. I'm not a big football guy, but like
It's
I just saw like my dad was telling me this as I was watching the juniors, and he's calling me. He's like, "Look at the juniors." Then he's like, "Did you hear about this Damar Hamlin guy?" I'm
It
like,
happened
"No
before
shot."
the juniors, though.
Yeah.
The days before.
Yeah. No, this was like a couple games before. It was like semifinals or the juniors or something. So I'm gonna read this article. So it said about 48 hours after he collapsed, he went into cardiac arrest during a nationally televised NFL game. Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin
No safety.
awoke for the first time Wednesday night, unable to speak because of a tube that was helping him breathe. He scribbled a note on a piece of paper on a clipboard, and he said, "Did we win?" Hamlin asked beside his nurse. The answer is yes, Damar, you won. You won the game of life, his doctor said.
How does that happen as a
Kind of a cheesy
safety?
answer, though.
Or corner? What was it?
I don't know. They
Wow,
said he's a safety, but basically the guy was
Don't laugh.
like rushing, and then he hit. Like I guess he went to like take him down, and he just got hit in the chest. But like the
By the
thing
way,
is,
sorry, I have to interrupt you. When I said don't laugh, Sean was looking at an image of a kindergarten drawing. I'm not saying he's laughing at this subject.
Yeah.
I can cut that too.
No, like.
But yeah, I just like it's brutal. Like it's been like insane. The whole league has been going crazy. And then there's a thing. I follow the Bills on Instagram, and they had like they spray painted-
every team in the NFL
Yeah.
on their Instagram pray for Damar.
and they had like the 3, like the Bills got like the 3 instead of their logo and like the Instagram
Yep.
thing.
And then every team commented on the post.
Yeah.
Something about praying for you guys or something like Falcons. It was like as simple as what the Falcons said, like praying for y'all. And then it would be like a whole like LA Rams put like, we pray for your family, all of the nation, Bills Nation, from Rams to like, some of it was pretty heartfelt. And then it was like Falcons like, yeah, I'm praying for y'all.
One thing.
Yeah.
One thing. Christian Eriksen did it first. Yes. He knows. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about, but it's not
I
like
know. No, I'm
something
Yeah.
to-
But anyways, yeah, it's pretty sad to see because like who knows if he'll ever be at the same level or even come back to the NFL
Yeah.
after this.
Yeah.
And so they're saying, I think there's doctors saying like you'll be lucky if you ever return back to where you are. He's like that's a goal, but we'll see if that happens. It could well like not happen that way, but
And the Bills are
hope that he does.
easily the best team in the league right now. It's crazy how good they are.
yeah. And the fan base is the Bills Mafia,
Mhm.
bro. It's crazy. But yeah, it's just really unfortunate for him. And
Yeah.
I feel really bad. It's tragic, really. It's
If
just
he
not.
died on live television, everyone would have seen him die. That's so
Yeah.
scary. Imagine what that player from the Bengals feels like.
Okay, and what's funny is like there is an interview because I follow them on Instagram. There's like one of the guys saying like, "Yo, shout out to T, bro. Like, it's not like he's getting a lot of like shit. He's getting shit for it, which is like so
This-
unfortunate.
yeah, it
because
is.
this
It's not his
is
fault.
his job, bro. He's
Yeah.
literally making the play, and so I feel bad for him.
He
'Cause
didn't. He wasn't
didn't
like
do
doing
anything.
anything like specifically bad. Like he's just doing his job. Like it's not like he was roughhousing him. It was just playing the game.
Yeah.
And, shit happened. But he, like, he's kind of lucky that it's him because at the same time, if it's someone else, like they might be like, yeah, I did that. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some people out there that would treat it like a flex.
But not when it's that serious. When someone's like could die, like like guys were crying. They like blew the whistle, and the teams went back to the like they literally went back to the locker rooms before they like postponed the game. But they're like, yeah, we're just gonna shortly like postpone it because of how like traumatic it was. Like the guys were crying, like they thought he was dead. Cause I can't show the clip just because of copyright, but I'll basically explain it.
I wouldn't
He
worry
gets-
about copyright. I would worry about like censorship. Like that's
Yeah.
pretty
But
brutal.
basically, he just gets hit, and then the guy he stands up right away because he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna right take him down, right? And then he gets back up, and then you see his like he's standing up, blah blah. He's like talking shit to the other guy, and then he just falls backwards, like he's just done, like knocked out cold, like passed
His
out.
body
But he
just
gets up
stopped.
from the hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the original, like the hit, like the on his heart, and then he stands up, and then he's down, and then he's just passed out cold, and they got the stretchers. and the
Yeah, I
medical
saw
team
that.
and
That
all
was.
I didn't see the
That's
clip.
sad.
I should see.
Yeah, but it's just really unfortunate too for him. So I don't know. Just prayers out to him, and I hope that he can recover fully and hopefully get back to where he was.
Yeah, and hopefully he's back before they win Super Bowl. I don't know if they will, but great chance.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, as well, I just remembered that Ken Block died,
Yeah.
the driver for Ford and the driver for he's like Monster Energy sponsor guy as well.
Also, yeah, it was. in an accident of like I think they
Rap,
were
like-
filming it. I think they were
Really?
filming the snowmobile, because I saw a video like of him doing. I'm not sure if it was the same like thing, but it didn't show the accident in it, so that's why I'm not sure.
Oh, so it may have been after or
Yeah.
something. Well, I mean, he's a rallycross driver. I'm surprised he didn't
Yeah.
die from that. But a snowmobile killed the Ken Block. That's
Yeah.
crazy. And someone was like saying online, like, "This shit real? Like, it's a joke." Like,
It like it
It's real
got
as
caught,
ever.
flipped over like on him, bro. It was like probably snapped him or something.
probably just crushed them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now I don't know if you know, but you know Jeremy Renner, the actor of Hawkeye in the Avengers and
Oh yeah,
MCU.
yeah. He's like paralyzed right now, right?
Bro, I quite frankly could not find like proper news on it, but like such a bad accident. Like
I think it was something snow related as well.
yeah,
right?
he got caught in like the snow plowing machine. Was that what
Yeah.
it's called? Yeah, like his legs are caught, and like, quite frankly, I don't
The
have much
doctors
information.
said that it looks like he'll make it alive, but there's a
Good.
decent chance that he'll die, like in the
Yeah.
hospital.
Bro, like he posted an Instagram of him saying, I can't even type, but I'm fine," like to his fans. And apparently, like I read this like in a comment section, so I'm not gonna really trust it. But they were like, if his because his neighbor was a doctor and like went there to like help him with, and then called the ambulance and stuff, and that's the main reason he's still alive. But there were the worst part is that they're right now saying if he's gonna be alive or not. Like it's so obvious he's gonna be paralyzed forever, which is sad for the character of Hawkeye, of course. But that's not the part to be worried about.
Yeah, obviously.
But like I could imagine like if it went through the whole machine, like it's probably like crushed. Like every bone is crushed. There's like it's just it's like it's really bad.
That's
I'm not sure
tragic,
joke
too.
I'm gonna make, but like the comparison with like Joe from Family Guy. Like the legs, like how dangle, like that's
No
what I'm
way, Bill made
imagining.
a
That's
Family Guy
not a joke,
analogy.
not a
That's
joke. It's just
fucked.
what I'm
That's fucked,
imagining.
bro.
No, I'm not making. It's just like what I'm
That's
trying to
what you're
compare to.
imagining,
Like
yeah.
that's what I think it would look like. You know,
he's
it's like
gonna
in my
live for
mind.
the rest of his life,
Yeah, like that's very sad. That's awful. Like I
Yeah.
love my legs. I would rather lose my head than I lose my legs.
You die.
Yeah, you
I know.
did.
I would rather die than lose my legs, but like it's
I wouldn't.
awful. Nah, I love my legs too much, bro.
Dude, it's like when Jackson was laughing at Technoblade's death, bro. Not because of that.
was
But
brutal.
Bro.
why did he laugh again? I don't
It's
know.
because Ayumi was laughing, like I was like, guys, Technoblade died. And Ayumi started laughing, and then Jackson was laughing, then they're both laughing. And then, like that, honestly, when we were doing the guest voting.
We were like
talked to
actually kind of
Shofa.
concerned a little bit. Like we
Yeah,
were
we
like,
were like-
yo, guys, like please.
Yeah, like, I remember we were
Tone
doing
it
the
down.
guest voting, and like, the one thing, like, Colin's like, yeah, like, we're on the phone, he's talking about, like, yeah, there's 3 retired, what should we do, blah, blah. And we're like talking about the episodes and the different guests. And like, the one thing that I remember, like, because a lot of these episodes are like filmed further back. Like, I
Something
think Ayumi was
stands
further
out.
back. But the
Yeah.
one thing that I remember is just Ayumu and Jackson dying at the Technoblade thing, bro. Like, that was horrible, bro. That was just not good timing. But, anyways,
Never really knew any Minecraft YouTuber then. I'm not a Minecraft guy like at all. I had to do it for a school project, like in our computer class.
Oh.
Literally had to make a spaceship on my. It was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, but that's like the only interaction I had with Minecraft, like ever.
Okay.
damn. All right. Anything else?
Anything you guys are looking forward to in the next month?
No.
This month?
No.
Next month? I don't know. It's kind of far away.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, so far, I'd just say, like, for this year, I'm feeling pretty good. Like, I mean, we talked a lot about, like, resolutions and
Last
stuff,
year,
but, like,
yeah.
this week was, like, pretty good, like, pretty productive, and, like, I'm looking forward to this year. Like, I don't know, I feel like it's going to be a good year for us, and I think, like, I don't know, I think we'll have a good year, so.
Yeah, I like how from Christmas to spring break is the shortest like time period of school. You know, it's always short, so everything's so combined. That's like winter. It feels so nice and cozy because of the cold. I don't know. That's just how I feel.
I
It
know,
just-
I see that.
It feels like it reminds me of the song. Jack Frost never like that song alone just makes you feel so cozy, and that's just how I get reminded of winter in general. It just feels so nice.
Yeah,
Like yeah,
for sure.
especially if it snows. Like you get to go, like snowball fighting with your friends and like
Tobogganing.
Yeah.
Do you okay? Yeah, I get that. Did you like your guest episode, Cheyenne, today?
Of course.
Did the comments
It was last minute, but still.
do the comments get to you? You know, we've seen comments saying Cheyenne thumbs down, and does that get to you?
Fuck you. No. But no, haters will be haters, bro. I live my life. I'm happy. We move on. That's my comment.
All right. Well, on that
Approved.
note, we're gonna end it here. So thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Peace.